Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to action figures and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and I hope that you're doing well today. So in this video, I am going to be continuing a story that I had started to review at the beginning of this year, 2026. At the time of recording, it's close to the end of February. Now, on the 2nd of January, I published a video where I reviewed Countdown to Infinite Crisis. And later this year, I believe October, November-ish, I'll have to double check my schedule, which I have uploaded on for free on my Patreon page. So if you'd like to support this show, then please consider clicking on that link that I'll leave in the description and checking that out for free. And if you feel so inclined, you can make a small donation, as little as $3 Canadian, or your own customized donation, and that would really help the channel out because I would use that money to purchase new comics and action figures to review, and I'll also use it to buy video games to play for you, or watch a movie to review, or just have it saved so I can move out of my mother's house. But yeah, so today I'm going to be continuing my coverage of the lead up to Infinite Crisis before going into my actual review of that series with the tie-in Villains United. Now, Villains United is a series that began in June of 2006. It's a 6-part miniseries, and my copy was signed by the people who worked on it, all 6 issues. But yeah, I'm not really going to go into spoilers, but suffice it to say, as we saw in Countdown to Infinite Crisis, the secret society of supervillains has reformed, and throughout the series we see them recruiting new members. For example, the Captain Marvel villain Captain Nazi, or you got characters like Killer Frost from Firestorm, and I believe Captain Cold. Yeah, we see various different villains joining or rejecting the offer to join with the secret society, and once again it is led by Lex Luthor, and the other members are Talia al Ghul, Dr. Psycho, Deathstroke the Terminator, Black Adam, and the Calculator. Those are the people who reformed the society, but Luthor, as per usual, is the leader, and they're all just pawns in his evil schemes to kill Superman and Superman's family and rule the world. But they don't know that, obviously. Otherwise they wouldn't have joined up. But they all have their petty grievances with the heroes that they want to use this opportunity to have backup while they seek revenge for their misdeeds. But I really enjoy the writing, and the artwork is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion, and I am still honestly surprised that it was $17 for the complete series with all 6 covers signed by the creative team. It's just unheard of, really. I bought it at a local shop. We don't have a comic book store anymore, but in my town, but there is this shop that sells video games and comic books, and I bought this there like 10 years ago. So 2016, oh boy. in November of this year, I'm going to be turning 27. That's, whew, I don't like to think about that. But, yeah, so I bought it reasonably priced, and I definitely recommend it. Obviously, it's essential reading if you're looking to read Infinite Crisis. This is part of the setup. There are a few other miniseries. There's the OMAC Project, there's Acts of Vengeance, and the Ranthanagar War. And all of these stories set up Infinite Crisis and take place shortly before. And then there's the aftermath, because there's a few miniseries that take place directly after Infinite Crisis. And then there's 52, which is a series where each week for one entire year you get a comic telling what happens after Infinite Crisis, because Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and Nightwing and Robin all leave, and Superman is doing his own thing over there, Batman and his sons are over there, Wonder Woman is over there, and it's a very interesting premise, but that all comes definitely after this. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible and 10 being amazing, I would have to give this miniseries a 10 out of 10. It is absolutely incredible. And I just want to show you some of the art here. So here we have issue 1, the back. And I know that they brought back the DC Comics logo from the 70s, but the one that they had in the 2000s was really, really cool, in my opinion, because that's when I was reading comic books before I quit, when DC rebooted into the New 52. But I still buy independently published books that are new, and I'll buy older comics, and I did buy a few new comics, but that's rambling. But here we have some of the villains meeting up at a diner, and here's Killer Frost being recruited by Talia al Ghul in a limousine. Oracle, the former second Batgirl, who's the leader of the Birds of Prey, is investigating with Robin and Alfred what's going on with all these villains. Later on, we see Green Arrow show up and fight off some of them. But we also get teases in some of the pages in between of what's going to happen. And here we have Cheetah, Penguin, and some others fighting Plastic Man and Black Canary. That's dope. But yeah, there's some pages out of issue 1. Here we have issue 6 with this gorgeous cover depicting Luthor in the foreground and some of the other villains in the background, like Cheshire, Dr. Light, Catman, Deadshot, Deathstroke, who's a member of the Society, and various other cool characters who don't normally see this much attention drawn to them these days, which is a shame. But that's just a couple of examples of the artwork. Like I said, I think it's beautiful. I know art is subjective, but if you've read this story and the others that lead up to Infinite Crisis, as well as Infinite Crisis, it's definitely worth a reread. But if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. And tell me your thoughts on this story arc in the comment section, or if you have any constructive criticisms or just any suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comments. And if you're new to my show, want to check out more content like this, please subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, I apologize, but you can hit the dislike button and share this with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And like I said, in the description I'll leave a link to my Patreon page so you can get early access to videos, you get exclusive content, you can read my original writing projects, and I'll also leave a link to my merch store, so if you'd like to buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug or a long sleeve shirt or a sweatshirt with my channel's logo on it or with some phrases on it, then please consider clicking that link as well. And I'll also leave links to my podcast, so if you'd like to hear me discuss the same topics but don't have the time to watch a full video, then please consider subscribing to my podcast and sharing that with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And I'll also leave links to my social media profiles. I have a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and Discord. So if you'd like to send me a message or just stay up to date on my podcast and YouTube channel, then please consider following me on those websites. Thank you so much for watching, and I sincerely hope that you all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Goodbye.